What's up, guys? I got a request from my friend Megan to show you guys how to tune a drum in case you don't know how to. I happen to have one that's a little out of whack, and see if we can give it a little tune job and get her back on track. So even if you tune your drums, just so you know, they will come out of tune eventually, and the harder you play them, or if you transfer them around, you stack things on top of them while you're moving them, it happens, they will lose their tune. So this is just a quick rundown. I'll try to make the video as painless as possible, and we'll go from there. I'll fast forward what I can. I'll do the best I can. So this is my 12-inch rack tom. Now say I got a new head, right? Or I just bought a new drum set. The first thing I'm going to do is loosen the bottom, right? So I'll loosen the bottom all the way. I'm not going to on this one because this is my drum head. I already have the bottom set how I like it. But I'll loosen them all the way, and then I'll hand tighten every one of them as tight as I can get them with my hand. And then I will take a drumstick and I will go around. Actually sounds a little out of tune. I will listen for all the same sounds. I like them all to be the same. And I don't know how good you're going to hear it through the phone, but so then I will give them little turns. I'm saying quarter turns. These are just the ones I noticed were a little off key. And I'm hitting maybe an inch away from the edge or so. I'm hitting at the nut, the screw, whatever you want to call it. This one sounds a little too tight, so I'll loosen this a little. Now with the bottom head, the tighter you make it, the poppier it's going to be on the other end. So if you want like a duller sound, you want to leave it a little loose, you know what I mean? And I don't mean dull, but not real high pitched top head. Some people might be into that. Me, myself, I'm not. So I will run them a little loose on the bottom to give it a little duller on the top. I mean, even these Mapex heads are poppy in general, so I like to run them a little loose just to give that I don't know, a dampening noise on the top. It's kind of hard to explain. There's so much you can do with tuning, and it's just years of trial and error. I still have issues. Like I was saying, this is tuned the bottom how I like it, and then turns out it's not, so. That one sounds a little high. Pretty good, pretty close. So that's the bottom. And that's the top. So I will do the same with the top. Ooh. I don't know if you can hear that difference. There's definitely a difference there. 66 Amos, another awesome drummer on YouTube, incredible drummer. He did a tuning video I watched, I don't know, maybe a year ago, and he said if you ever have like a ripple on one side that you can't get rid of, you can actually tighten the other side, and it will help get rid of the ripple on the other side, if that makes sense. You have to go watch his videos. He's great. 66 Amos. A little high, but I think I want this. I think I want this a little higher. I think that was my issue. So we'll give them all less than a quarter turn. And you want to go to star pattern also. That one was a little tight already, a little high. Star pattern is the way to go. this on the drum set. It didn't need much. I'm just giving you a rough idea. I mean, you will, with the new head, I'm sorry I didn't explain this better, but when you're putting a new head on the top, I'll do the same thing. I'll hand tighten them as far as I can get them, and then I will start. Once I get them hand tight, I'll do like a whole half a turn in a star pattern, and then I'll start tuning from that point. And I'll go around. That one sounds a little high, but I think I'm trying to go for a higher pitch. I'm going to put it on the drum set, and we'll compare them in order to the other ones. 1 second. All right, so I got it put back on my drum set, and the sun, I got the door open and the sun's kind of bright. I got some lights on, seeing if I can make it better. So what I'll do from this point is I will try to make it sound right with the other drums, you know what I mean? Harmony, I guess, in tune. I mean, it doesn't sound so bad, but I'll give it a little tighten. Just a hair in a star pattern again. We'll see if loosening it will give me my desired sound, because just through my experience, I feel like that's the direction I need to go. Try something. We'll try to tighten it about half a turn because I loosened it here. Don't sound too bad to me. Let's see if tightening up a hair more will do something. Where are we at? 8 minutes? I'm trying to keep this video short. I know 8 minutes doesn't sound short, but for drum tuning, it's fairly short. It's just a bunch of that until you find your desired sound. I'm going to loosen them up just a hair. Maybe I over tightened them for what I like. And that's about the gist of it. You just continuously adjust. It's a lot of trial and error and just finding what works for you, and just fine tuning. You just literally, I mean, a hair of a turn will make a difference, whether you believe so or not. And adjusting the bottom makes a big difference too, you know, so looser on the bottom gives that deader sound on top, tighter on the bottom gives the poppier sound on top. So again, what I would do is put the new head on. If you're getting a new head, tighten them down by hand, as tight as I can get them, and then work in a star pattern with the wrench. And, you know, once you get them to like where you think, you do a little. Make sure they all sound similar to what makes you happy, you know, and give it the real test. And I mean, even acoustically, just hearing it will sound different than when you mic it up, you know, compared to the phone, your ears, the mics. It's all going to sound different, but what it sounds good to you is, you know, the overall best goal, if that makes sense. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, it's really not too hard to do. It's trial and error forever until you get a method down that you enjoy or you like, you know, if that works for you. And hopefully this was helpful. You know, I tried to make it as easy as possible, and I hope it helped you guys. So thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And, you know, I try to post tips and just helpful stuff and drum covers and just me playing the drums. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks.